What's up, y'all boys, and welcome back to reacting to Kane Pixels' Backrooms vids before the movie comes out. Volume 8. Now, it may look like I've watched this video, because I did. I accidentally watched it because I was watching this one, right? I forgot that there was an 8-minute video beneath this one, so I was gonna bunch these two up together, but I forgot that I was gonna bunch these two up together, so I'm just gonna rewatch it. Just stay tuned, bro. So the first video of the day is called Backrooms Overflow. Let's do this.
The trade between market and non-market economies.
I'm just gonna rewatch this one real
Negotiations
quick.
in this area with the Soviets are just beginning.
The
Commerce
Soviets.
Secretary Peterson returned yesterday. 2 weeks.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Moscow.
They talk about Peterson.
Warsaw, during which time very considerable progress was made. We're narrowing our differences, which have kept us from settling our Lend-Lease debt for 25 years. The good faith which the Soviets would demonstrate by settling the debt would set the stage for a presidential order.
Oh, I don't think they were talking about Peter. Never mind, never mind.
Bank credits for sales to the Soviets, and it would also open the way for a presidential request of the Congress.
Made myself cringe, bro. I can't lie. Somebody better fix that before it explodes. James Beck. Or Juan Beck? Something like that. Notice how it did like the same green like thing that the girl had to go through. And what the freak is this guy doing? Alright. Oh, that one's over. I saw Corey for half a second there. Alright, so what I thought of that one was it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Didn't really understand what was going on, except that we saw the green thing that the girl had to do or had to go through at the end of that one. Overall, it was pretty good. Alright, so last video of the day is called Backrooms, Lighting, and Tile Survey. Let's do this. November 14th, 1989.
Today is November 14th.
Turn the captions off, bro.
It is incredibly cold. Everybody's on the option. It's actually,
Oh, they're disinfecting themselves. Okay. Or like, is it an airlock? Probably an airlock, I'd assume.
Camera. Put your straps are in the bin right there. Make sure to get the red one, alright? Because the green one reads. Control.
This should be like my dream job, dude. This is so cool. They really updated that, huh? What is that? Okay. I've never seen this. This is all new to me. I've seen some of the videos with my dad, but not these. Oh, nah.
There's no insulation on top, and I'm seeing a bunch on the floor above.
Floor above?
There's ventilation as well. You see that? You see the vents? Yeah, it goes around the top to the right. Some of it's insulated, I think. I don't know. I'm not a vent guy. I don't know. Oh, it looks no rust, I think. Huh.
More than
Is
one
that just
floor, and I use that term loosely. We then attempted to cut power to the nearest fluorescent light fixture, a standard troffer. However, we
was
were
itching for a
unable
second.
to isolate the power source, and the conduit remained live, despite the absence of any visible external power supply.
Oh.
The source of electrical current remains unknown at this time. Using an insulated toolkit, we carefully isolated the light fixture from its electrical conduit, extracted the troffer from the ceiling, and transported it back inside, back to standard for analysis. And a 0.5 meter sample of conduit was also taken, with all exposed wiring safely secured afterwards in the ceiling. So the ceiling tile extracted measures 1.27 meters by 1.14 meters, which is certainly not standard, but it's composed primarily of mineral fiber. It seems normal in composition, has a fissured texture with mild tegular edges. So after initial analysis, the composition of the tile estimated is around 60% mineral warp, which is fibers of amorphous silicate, usually derived from, I think it's basalt or slag.
Slag.
Around 20% expanded perlite, which is primarily of silicon dioxide and aluminium oxide, and the rest is a undefined mixture of silicate material, some starch, latex polymers, and some organic fibers derived from plant materials. Recycled cellulose, really. But
Looks like bacteria.
The light troffer housing is made of galvanized steel coated with a thin layer of zinc. Inside, the fluorescent bulbs are non-standard in proportion, most closely resembling T12 bulbs. So the 4 bulbs measure 1.2 meters in length with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters. We're extrapolating here at 351, but that bulb and lasers and the rest contain the following components. Phosphor coating, the calcium halophosphate for converting ultraviolet light to visible light, mercury vapor in a small quantity which facilitates the ultraviolet light emission, argon gas, and again this is all standard for these fluorescent bulbs, but that's an inert gas that assists with regulating the current and really starting the bulbs, and they are connected via a G13 base, which is a standard 2-pin base with 13 millimeter spacing for.
I'm just going to pretend like I know what they're talking
so
about.
The wiring connected to the fixture is PVC insulated copper, which appears standard again. The prismatic diffuser over the bulbs is made of polymethyl methacrylate, which is again commonly used for its light diffusion properties. I mean, it's what we have in the building here, very standard. But we also inspected the ballast, which is of the electromagnetic type. There's some variation in how they're being manufactured now. This one contains a laminated steel core and copper windings designed to operate at 60
Looks
hertz.
gross.
So the ballast emits a prominent 120 hertz hum. This seems to be the case for the majority, if not all, of the lights in the complex that we've assessed thus far, mostly just through simple curing. But this is due to magnetostriction and core vibration. But the noise may be exacerbated by loose lamination plates or degradation of the insulating potting material over time. So it's definitely an indication that this has been running for a little bit. I mean, despite its age, the ballast is functional. Its large proportions suggest it was built for a non-standard space, not something you find in the majority of offices or most commercial spaces, though that's not something I'm too familiar with, truthfully. Now, we did find, so material compositions all seem
I can't even read that.
Or we didn't know what to expect here. They've seen everything we've looked at so far. Again, this is rudimentary early testing, but everything seems pretty congruent with what you might expect from one of the troffer lights you could pull out of the ceiling in this building right here. So nothing too strange, but that maybe makes things even stranger, because we look at these lights and let me see. So several labels were marked on various components of the troffer. So on the ballast, we found markings for mark it as a universal ballast.
Universal
type A, manufactured
MFG
in
Corp.
1975 with serial number A75234X. The dropper itself is stamped 3X432, and that was manufactured in 1973 in Reading, Pennsylvania, and it is
So,
UL
like,
listed.
Does it copy the backrooms?
And
Does
the
it
bulbs,
copy stuff?
Were manufactured by Sylvania.
assuming.
And they're marked F40SW. That's soft white.
Soft
with
white,
no
okay.
visible date information. It's left blank, but it is noted as made in the USA. So, I mean, though outdated in design, the fixture appears fully functional. The stable operation of all light fixtures in the subdivision points to a continuous, potentially autonomous power source, which still remains unidentified. We're doing what we can. The materials used are durable with minimal visible wear, suggesting they were built for long-term, possibly indefinite use. So this concludes the initial findings. Further investigation is necessary to determine the source of power sustainment.
Dang, just like that? 45 minutes! Oh, what I thought of that one? It felt longer than 8 minutes, I can't lie to you. But very confusing, didn't really understand it too much. I mean, I understood it, but I'm not that much of a electronics type of guy. That was just an unfathomable amount of intellect I heard, so shout out to Kane, bro. But overall, it was a good video. I liked how, like, you could see the floorboards above the ceiling like that. That was kind of cool. So that means that there's other floors. So who knows? Hopefully there's more in depth on that in the movie. I'm sure there will be. I'm sure it's gonna be great. Alright, y'all boys. Well, if y'all enjoyed that, leave a fat like down below and possibly consider subscribing to help me out. Shout out to Kane as always. Go check out his videos. He makes awesome videos as always. If y'all have any suggestions you want me to do, the comments below. And any other games you guys want me to play as well, the comments below as well. Happy to play them as always. I always be messing my words up on that part, bro. And yeah, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.